Hey guys, and welcome to another video. Today I have the flower shower design, which you can make into a ring, or earrings, or even a necklace if you want to. I just slapped this one on a chain. But anyways, let's get started. So this is a great design to use up bands that you don't have many of left, which is what I did with the majority of mine. And I'm going to be showing you how to make the ring and the earrings in the video. Obviously, the necklace is pretty easy. All you do is you take any sort of chain that you want and stick it through the cap band up here and then pull it through, and then you got an easy little necklace. So I guess I'm already done with teaching you how to do one of them, but I'm going to show you how to make the main flower part and then make a ring and earrings out of the flower. So you're going to need a Loom. Pretty sure that's what you call this long hook that Rainbow Loom came out with a while ago, because you're going to need using up a lot of hook space, and you can't really do this with a normal Rainbow Loom hook. And for my colors today, I'm going to be using, I have some made already, I have brown bands for the tips of the flower. I'm going to be using green and blue limited edition cylindrical tie-dye bands for the outer flower part, and for the center flower part I just use normal white bands. So let's get started. Now you're going to start off by picking up one of your flower tip colors, this band here, and you're going to twist it and triple cap it on your hook. I like to twist and triple cap, that way it doesn't have any twists in the band and it stays all nice and loose. And then after this you're going to pick up one of your tie-dye bands along with one of your central color bands, so one of these outer bands and a center band color. And you're going to pull it through so that the outer band is on the outside and the center band is on the inside. So I'm just going to do that. Pull these up and over. Like this. Again, so the outer band is on the outside and the inner color is on the inside. Scoot that over, and you're going to repeat this again. Twist on your tip band color. Then you're going to pick up center color and your outer color. Pull them through just like last time. And then put them on your hook. And after you got these two all done and ready, you're going to pinch these first three bands here, so the outer color band and both of your center color halves. Pinch those off. Take another center color band and pull it through the outer color bands in the middle. So that's two bands that are both on the edges of the two petals that you put on the hook. So it looks something like this. Now in the very center you should not have any outer color bands on your hook, it should just be inner colored bands right here. And then you're going to keep adding these new petals on until you get all four petals on your hook. So you're going to repeat that same process again, which is putting your tip band on, outer and inner color, pulling them through as usual. And then, again, when you have these two outer color bands in the middle meeting, you're going to grab your white and pull it through them. And then put everything back. So you have something that looks like this. The only outer colored bands that should be on your hook are on the very ends here. One at the very beginning, one at the very end. Then you're going to repeat this one more time because you still have one petal band waiting to be used. So again, add all of that on like you usually do. Pull these over. And then one last area to pull your white through. Alright, now that we got all that done, you should have something that looks like this. And as you can see, we still have outer color bands on the beginning and end parts of your hook. So to get rid of those, you're going to first take your helper band and a clip, and you're going to clip everything in the middle except for these outer two bands. So for my helper band, I like to use the limited edition band because they hold up longer and don't stretch out as much. I use helper bands a lot in various designs just to hold on to bands while I do other stuff. You'll definitely want something to pull through these middle bands or else you'll be really struggling. Alright, pull it through everything except for those outer two bands. And once you pull that through, you can clip it up in the middle. And then drop off your helper band for now. So, next, what you're going to do is you're going to pull your white through these last two bands here, making the final center petal. But before you do that, you gotta twist these bands like this. And the best way I can explain it is that when you fold it over, your band isn't twisted here, and it isn't twisted over here. So it'll look twisted when you hold it like this, but when you fold it down, they won't be twisted. And you're going to take that very last band, pull it through these two, and then you're going to pinch it off for a second, put your helper bands back on, pick up the right part of the helper band, put your pinched bands back on, and then pick up the left part of your helper band. Then you're going to pull your white bands over the left part of your helper band, unclip it, and then reclip your helper band. So this way you have all of your whites pulled through the helper band, and now you're about ready to add your jump ring. So this is a design that requires a jump ring to go through the middle, basically acting like a cat band, but since you can't open and close the cat band, you have to use a jump ring. So you're going to set your hook aside, you don't need it anymore. Then I like to use pliers for this, but if you have a loose enough jump ring, you can use your fingers to do it. I just prefer having pliers because it makes it a little bit easier. You're going to open this up, and I say this in every tutorial, but I find it always necessary to mention, you do not pull it out, you twist it up and down. So I'm just going to do that. You'll want to twist it in a way that when you twist it back, the two ends meet up with barely any gap in the middle. This way, no bands will stretch and pop through this. And you'll want to use a jump ring that's about the size of a cat band. So, I like to use the pliers so I get a good grip on this while I pull it through. And really, to do this, all you do is you pull your jump ring through every single white band in the middle that is being held by the helper band at this moment. So you're just going to pull it through. It doesn't matter where you start. Just make sure you get every single band because some are going to be overlapped. and just pull it through every band. So what I like to do is I pull it through half of a white and then make sure right after that I get the other half of that white. Makes it harder to miss bands that way. And again, I like the pliers because it helps me to have a better grip. And one other important thing, if you're using pliers, make sure you never ever pinch a band between your pliers, because your pliers can easily just go right through that band and break it. So be very careful about that you're only holding on to the jump ring with your pliers. Alright, now I've gotten to the end here, and I'm going to twist my jump ring closed. As you can see, there's barely any space. There's basically no space between the two ends of the jump ring. And I've got every single band on it. So I'm good. And after doing all that, find your helper band, unclip half of it, and then just pull it right out. And there you go. It may look a little bit messy right now, but all you have to do is stretch it so that these white bands, these center bands, don't overlap in the middle. And there you go, you have your flower. So, after you do this, that is how you make one flower, and you make as many flowers as you need to make whatever it is you're making, earrings, a ring, a necklace. And I've made these other two off camera. Again, these are the exact same thing, I've just made them again. And now I'm going to show you how to make your rings and earrings. So I'll start with the ring. It's pretty easy. You need a hook. And what you're going to do is you're going to pick up the center band connected directly to the band that's the tip of the flower, like this. And for my ring size, and I'm assuming most ring sizes will probably require this many bands, I like to use 3 bands on each side, and of course one clip, one C-clip to fasten it in the back. Unless you have really big fingers, this should work for you, because it stretches a good amount. Anyways, for the back ring portion, I'm using yellow-green cylindrical tie-dyed bands, because I ran out of the blue-green. So, let me just grab my clip while I'm at it. Okay. And to do this, all you need to do is just pull this through, and then you single chain the other 2 on. It's pretty easy. Once you've done that, you just clip the chain, then flip around to the other side and do the exact same thing. So you find the white band attached to the tip directly across from the one that you just chained onto. So it'd be this one right here. Directly across, not one of these on the sides, because that wouldn't work. And then you take your remaining 3 bands, chain them through the exact same way. And there you go. You're going to use your clip from the other side and clip this chain. And as always, make sure you're not twisting your chains. And there's your ring. Pretty easy. I'll just try it on camera for you guys. And as you can see, it is very loose on my finger without being like uncomfortably loose. And it stretches to accommodate larger finger sizes. So again, unless you have a really large finger, or if you want to make this into a bracelet even, just single chain on the sides onto a bracelet. That's the only times when you'd want to use more bands than this. But this amount of bands should work for most sizes. And then I got these last 2 here that I'm going to make into earrings. And you'll definitely need pliers for this. Actually, you might be able to, do it with your fingers, but it'd definitely be a lot harder than it needs to be. Just going to dump my findings out here. Alright. So obviously you make one earring the exact same way as the other earring. All you're going to do is you're going to grab a jump ring, preferably smaller than the one you used for the center. But it really doesn't matter, it just needs to be big enough to go through one of these triple capped bands. So I have this slightly smaller one here. Again, untwist it the exact same way that you normally do. This one's a little bit harder for me to open, that's why I'm using pliers. And put it through any one of these points, doesn't matter which one. Just pull it through all three parts of that. And then you take your earring hook. By the way, you can find jump rings, earring hooks at pretty much any craft store, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, AC Moore, whatever one you have around you. And you just pull it through, just drop it right onto that jump ring, and then you close it up. And there you go, pretty easy. I'll do the other one again for you guys. So again, you take your jump ring, untwist it, pull it through one of these triple cap bands, drop your earring hook onto it, and close it. And there you go. That is how you make the earrings. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I'm sorry there wasn't an upload last weekend, and then I'm a bit late with this one. I went on a trip because it's summer for me, I'm on my break, and I thought I'd have time to record, but I didn't. But I have another design in the works. I'm just gotta make sure it's my design and that no one else has come up with it or anything. And I'll plan on posting that as soon as I can. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you later. Bye.